So we all know who this person is, Carlos Smith, the guy that actually people feel that played part in the unaliving of his baby mother, Romeca Meeks Blackmon. Here we have Romeca Blackmon, who was unalived on September 8th of 2025 across the street from her son's school after dropping him off. Now, the person who was arrested for her murder is Quadasia Monique Holly Johnson. She was arrested on first-degree murder back on December the 3rd or the 4th of 2025. And she's due back in court on January the 7th of 2026. And I believe it's a pre-hearing for release. And we all know that she's not getting released on a first-degree murder charge. Now, let's look and go back over the things that we have seen transpire on the internet that Carlos Smith did to Romeca Blackmon. Now, it unfolded on the internet that Carlos was committing domestic violence against Romeca. Before Romeca's unaliving, she posted the things that Carlos did. Now, here she posted how in 2024 that he cut up some of her clothing and material, and the fact that he was posted on the internet like he was fake happy, but he continued to be obsessed over her and he would destroy her things. She also showed how he busted up her television. Mind y'all, Carlos went live one day and he was stating the fact that as he had a right to be busting up her televisions and cutting up her clothes because he paid for it. Now, that's a sorry ass excuse of a man who was destroying a woman's belongings. Romeca also posted on the internet how Carlos busted out her balcony window of her crib. This here shows where Romeca was sending a text message to one of her friends as showing the damage that Carlos did to her belongings, and she posted how she don't care who wants him and any bitch could have him. She said on her life she don't care. All she wanted to do was for her and her baby to be at peace. Romeca also shared on the internet where Carlos was stalking her after she has not talked to him in a long period of time. There is also something shared by Romeca where she shared in a family chat where she stated she's not finna keep being scared of Carlos, where it shows him pulling up at the school. And clearly he was pulling up at the school because he did not know where she lived anymore or had her phone number after she changed all of that. The day Romeca was unalived, Carlos ran to the internet 9 hours after the incident and posted the worst day of his life. Mind y'all, when he saw how the internet was up in the uproar, he didn't think that people knew about the incident so fast. He deleted this post. After 2 to 3 weeks of Romeca's unaliving, he then pops back out on the internet after reactivating his Facebook, and he posts a picture of Romeca with him, Romeca, and their son, Amir. He wanted the internet to have sympathy for him, but nobody had sympathy of him because we seen the videos where he was actually standing over Romeca's body. Carlos then pops out on the internet and posts about stalker is crazy to me. I didn't know her number or address. And on August the 20th, if y'all know what she did before she recorded me, y'all be like, for real? But more of the story, I went up to her job and told her boss on her because she supposed to been on the clock. I loved her, but she used to be on my ass. How is it that he's stating that he loved Romeca, but you're telling the people on the internet that you went up to her job to get her fired? Not only did he try to get her fired from her job, he made it to where he was getting her evicted from her apartment because of all of the domestic violence situation. So when there were supporters coming out for Romeca, speaking, being the advocate for Romeca, he comes out on the internet and he was very pissed and stating that these digital creators trying to make money, I understand, but there's a lot of harassment, defamation of character, slander, or cyberbullying. Boy, please, nobody was cyberbullying you. He was just mad because he didn't think that there were going to be a lot of people that came out to support Romeca. He then comes to the internet and posts as if he bought some shoes for himself and two of his sons, Amir and Carson, which is the babies by Romeca and Holly Johnson. But mind y'all, this was a big cap, because Romeca's sister was on a panel on YouTube and stated that her nephew never got these pairs of shoes. Carlos was also exposed by his I guess, ex-friend Quadre. And Quadre let it be known that Carlos was definitely a ladies' man, where he cheated. So, I guess a few times or whatever. But this is not Romeca, nor is this Holly that he's hugging up with. As the case continued to unfold, it shows where Carlos was, from the police report, he was witness number 3 and wrote a statement. He then had to go back in and give another statement. And when he went back in to give another statement, some of the things that he stated from his first statement was clearly not on his second statement. So myself and the other people see how this guy comes to the internet and do exactly what the videos that we've seen of Romeca stating that he does. He lies, and he lies. He played both parts. Now he's trying to cover himself for playing a part of Romeca Blackmon's unaliving. We will continue to stand for Romeca, and we will continue to paint the city pink for Romeca Blackmon. September 8th of 2025, you see here where Holly was on the phone after the incident, watching Romeca's body on the ground. She never cared to call the police, and when the police arrived on the scene, she never cared to let the police know where she placed the gun, or she never cared to even check on her 7-month-old baby that was in the back of the seat while she used a firearm and shot 3 times. Holly Johnson was never in fear of her life on September 8th of 2025 due to the fact that Carlos had Romeca in a headlock, which was stated by a witness. So due to the fact that he had Romeca in a headlock, Holly definitely was not in fear. She removed herself from the altercation, went to her car to retrieve her firearm, and placed herself back in the altercation just to use her firearm. The whole time Carlos on the scene giving fist bumps and screaming self-defense for Holly Johnson and fussing at the bystanders because he clearly didn't want the witnesses to state what they saw. Here's Romeca's autopsy report, and it shows that she had lacerations to the chin. It seems as if Carlos, when he had her in a headlock, he choked her so hard where her thyroid was swollen. Carlos has never came to the internet and showed any remorse for Romeca. He never stated out justice for Romeca at all. So here on January the 1st of 2026, a new year, after he deleted a post from 3 weeks of him coming back to the internet after Romeca's death, he went on his Facebook and deleted every photo that he had with Romeca and with their son, Amir. Now again, today, January 1st of 2026, he has the audacity to come to the internet and showcase as if he misses Romeca. And this here is also cap. He's just doing this because it seems like he's feeling close where he is about to be arrested for playing part in the death of Romeca. After 90 days of Romeca's death, now Carlos wants to come out and try to show some type of remorse. What took you so long, sir? You're going to jail. You can tell when someone's guilty conscience, it's eating them up. Justice for Romeca. Follow me on YouTube at Queen of Truth Podcast. Make sure you like, drop your comments below, and subscribe to the channel.